Morning everybody, this is Steve from the Worley Bugger. It is the 1st of February 2024. Standing here in the banks of the Big Muddy. The upper bridge here in Ellensburg. So we've had just nothing but moisture for about the last 36 to 48 hours here in the county. In the form of rain, not in snow. It's been warm, or warmer anyways, in the 40s. So the river is swollen, and I didn't look at the gauge this morning, but I'd say easily probably pushing close to 4,000 cubic feet, between that and 3,500. So yeah, a lot of water coming down the river. And keep in mind too, like, this is not releases of water from the reservoir. Like, they drained the reservoir so low last year, they are praying to Shiva for more and more moisture so they can fill those things. This is all due to big storms coming through and dumping rain on top of snowpack. So when it's raining at 3,000 cubic feet as you touch the top of Snoqualmie Pass, you know that it's warm. Hopefully it's snowing at higher elevation, but what happens is that rainfall touches on the snow in the hills and then causes melt. That melt drains into the tributaries of the Yakima, and it induces big flows of water like this. So this is not releases of water. And there's a lot of standing water, all the little tributaries that flow through Ellensburg. Kind of poor design really, but back in the day they didn't really want to travel miles and miles to get water, I'm sure. So a lot of these, you know, Menage Creek, Reeser Creek, Wilson Creek flow right through Ellensburg. They're flooding, you know, and causing water problems. So lots of turbidity, lots of color that's expected over the next couple of days. The river to continue to run at high volumes and then begin to drop. You can see, like, right there on the piling, it's already dropped about 6 inches from where it was. So if you had plans to fish the river for the weekend, sorry to say, you could still fish. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in zero clarity water. And turbidity it could clear up, you know, by Saturday, I guess, Sunday maybe. That's the thing about the yak, is even though it runs at high volume, the turbidity does clear very, very quickly as it drops. So usually just a couple of days, but the volume is the main thing. And remember, you know, we always touch on these points, you know, when the river comes up suddenly like this, to people floating, you know, it knocks a lot of stuff in the water, breaks a lot of stuff free, and causes, you know, hazards, causes river blockages. So if you are putting a boat on the water in the next, you know, several days, you know, have a heads up about that. If we hear about anything, we'll of course let you know. You can always it's a good idea to call around to the fly shops, you know, and ask them too, you know. You can see, like, there's lots of debris. There's a medium-sized log floating down the river there. So just always good to have your eyes peeled on the river. Lots of folks are asking me about squallas, of course. And here's what I can tell you. In my 30 years of living here, like, it's not going to get colder as we progress into the month of February. It's, you know, the temperatures typically are going to warm up, you know, and we're going to see daytime highs. We're moving closer to the sun, so we're getting more light. So that just means, you know, the air temperatures are going to come up, which is going to produce, you know, warmer water temperatures, which will eventually cause insects to begin hatching. So it could happen in February. It's really just a matter of water temperatures. You know, typically we start seeing squalls at about 42 degrees. That's adult squalls. So of course the nymphs are in full migration now, moving towards the edges. So it's going to be a great thing for you to use, you know, a point fly. Like 30 days away from the lake openers too, March 1st. Maybe there's 29 days in this month. I think it's a leap year, so I think there's 29 days. But still, March 1st is the lake opener. That's always really popular. I'm sure the way things are going now, with how warm it's been, I notice a lot of the little ponds around the valley now are starting to get ice free. So probably by March 1st, you can probably guarantee that the ice is going to be off most of the basin lakes and we'll be ready to fish. So that's what we got upcoming. So if you have any questions, feel free to call the pro shop. You know, our hours are 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. We're still closed on Sundays, so we'll see how that progresses. Everybody have a good weekend, and get to tying your squallows. You're going to need them very soon.